I think I'm hearing the beginning. Welcome to the 2023 Manitou Days Parade in beautiful White Bear Lake.
And our theme this year is a century. Get that? A century of community. And of course, there are three organizations that are celebrating their 100th year. The Chamber of Commerce, the Historical Society, and the Armory Building. Notice they qualify the Armory Building.
Yeah.
But 100 years is a long time, JP. I'm Joyce Harley.
And I'm JP Baroni. And welcome.
We're so glad to be here to escort you through the parade this year. People have been lining up and leaving their chairs very early in the day to save their spot. So it's an exciting time in downtown White Bear.
And you mentioned so many things are 100 years old. Of course, the community goes back to incorporated in 1881. So that's kind of new, but 100 years does seem like a long time for the same thing to keep working and going along.
Absolutely. So it's something to be very proud of, actually. So I'm glad they used the theme, a century of community. And community is very evident here in White Bear Lake as well. A lot of camaraderie, a lot of support, a lot of caring for each other. And that's been going on for 100 years. Maybe JP, that's how they survived for 100 years.
Well, there's always strength in numbers and unity and community. Well, what is the old saying that if you want to run fast, run alone. If you want to run far, run with a group.
That's a good one.
And we go far. White Bear Lake's gone far, and many things are 100 years old. Not us, but my grandchildren think that I'm 100 years old.
See,
so.
I didn't think it needed to be said.
No, well, I didn't.
I'm glad you did, just in case people were questioning.
Well, like I get enough of that with the grandkids,
Okay.
The arc of life there.
Well, we were told to get started here and to welcome you, and we anticipate the parade is going to start any second now. So we see the police coming around the corner where they're escorting them and a flag following, so we know that we're going to be able to tell you a lot about things any moment as they turn the corner here. There are about close to 80 entries into the parade this year.
And it's always very impressive how many of the local community organizations take the time, the effort, and the money to be part of bringing us all together this one evening a year where we remember our neighbors who are all around us. We can see the crowd of young people, people of all ages, and now let's take a look as the flags begin.
The local American Legion post with Sons of the Legion and Auxiliary are starting it off with all the flags. And this is the one time when I want to see that police car with all its lights on in a parade. You agree?
It's better than in a rearview mirror has been my experience.
So here we have, like I said, the local American Legion post with Sons of the Legion and Auxiliary.
And if you take a look, they are in period uniforms. We've had a lot of Civil War reenactment activities going on here in White Bear Lake over Memorial Day. To go back to some of the earlier, at the cemeteries, the great Union, Grand Army of the Republic Union soldiers that we provided right here from this community. And right after the American Legion, we have the VFW post 1782, 1782, and its auxiliary. It's on the shores of beautiful White Bear Lake, and that post has great food, wonderful atmosphere, and the post and auxiliary sponsor many community events, and they assist veterans and their families. So it is a social gathering place as well.
And as the flags go by, I love when the people are standing in honor and reverence of our American flag. And White Bear Lake folks, they are very patriotic, and that's good to see.
Well, I look like we have some VFW dignitaries here from the auxiliary. We have the president and the commander of the auxiliary. I think the names are, Deb Kortz Brown and Bob Kreminga in that beautiful Mustang convertible.
And you can identify it. And here we have, they're just passing by the camera right now. Wow. I can see that.
That is impressive there. That classic military motorcycle with the sidecar.
Hey, there's a pontoon boat coming down the middle of the road.
With the city of White Bear Lake.
City Council.
There they are. Well, you got the city council there. We've got we've got the mayor over here. We've got city council members. I think we have the entire group, all of them. So, Mayor Luzmo. We've got Steve. We got Bill, Dan. What do we got? Heidi and Kevin. We got the whole group.
And here we have historical fire trucks passing by.
Oh, yes.
And then the modern one will be coming up shortly. And, of course, the firemen are handing out candy to the attendees of the parade.
Oh, yes. Take a look. Now you notice when we get to the fire truck parade here from the city of White Bear Lake, we have 135 years of city of White Bear Lake fire department history.
And along for the ride tonight are members of your White Bear Lake Council, White Bear Events, and they're grateful to the city for their ongoing partnership and support of Manitou Days.
Yep. Now, usually you'll notice we start to see the visitors down here. The entire White Bear Lake Fire Department fleet is right here. And yes, if they did get a call, they would pull out of the parade route tonight. We will hope that they can make it through the whole parade. But Maplewood is coming up too. You notice the neighboring communities to show that they, in real emergencies, back each other up. They do that here in the parade as well.
This is exciting for everybody here to see these up close. Usually we see them, like you say, in our rearview mirror, and we get out of their way so they can do their business. But this is fun to see them close up and personal, and what beautiful rigs they are.
So we now got Maplewood and Vadnais Heights Fire Department backing us up.
All the communities coming together, and they watch out for each other too.
Yep.
It's nice and noisy here, so we'll let the sound take over.
Yep. Well, there's another sign of community. The
Yes.
community's coming together.
Excellent.
We are in this together as good neighbors.
My goodness, we have a lot here. The Vadnais Heights is coming now in front of the camera. Vadnais Heights Fire Department. This is so exciting for everybody to see, and especially the children, to see up close.
Well,
They give tours, don't they, at the fire department?
oh yes, and they have annual events, climbing things for the young people to understand what the opportunities are, and also just what service to community is. You know, my grandson once saying the word sacrifice was a great word that he learned early about people who will sacrifice for other people, and
these people represent that very word.
exactly.
And I'm glad they're able to be honored by going in our parade today.
Yep.
And we were able to say thank you and wave, and that means thank you. Keep up the good work.
Yep.
You're there when we need you.
And let me see, we got Hugo now added into our group.
That's
And the
my
thing-
community, yes.
Yeah. And this is to remind us that in a time of emergency for you, all of these people, all of these resources, your tax dollars at work are there for you when you need it. And the one thing you want is like life insurance. You want to never need it, but you're glad it's there.
Amen and amen, yes. And here we have Lake Johanna Fire Department.
Yes.
And they're illustrating the boat that will come out and rescue you
Yep.
if your pontoon gets a leak.
You've got it. So, yeah, that's the idea. You keep forgetting water and fire. Both have their dangerous elements.
They do. They absolutely do.
But
Coming up now is a very special
oh,
float.
yes. The Grand Marshals of the White Bear Lake are this year's White Bear Area Chamber of Commerce. Instead of one individual, this year's Grand Marshal honors were bestowed on an entire organization.
They're all there.
Established 1923, it's 100 years. It's gone through many name changes. It was White Bear Store Bureau, White Bear Businessmen's Association, White Bear Business Association, to acknowledge the women members then, and then White Bear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce as it's known today, 100 years later, as the White Bear Area Chamber of Commerce. As the name of the organization evolved over the years, the purpose has always been to strengthen business through advocacy, networking, and education. Past presidents dating back to 1973 are on hand to represent the Chamber. Welcome to 2023 Manitou Days
You're
Parade.
getting drummed out by the White Bear Lake High School drum line. And they are a musical ambassador for the cities in White Bear Lake area. They're on their 17th season and are excited to perform for you today. Oh, are they going to perform? Maybe they just did it.
And they'll probably do, and they'll do it again and again throughout the parade. Been here to honor the Volunteer of the Year, Daryl Lemire, the ultimate behind-the-scenes guy. Hard for him to say no. He's being honored in 2023 as the Volunteer of the Year. Daryl Lemire spent his life serving his country and his community. Graduate from high school, he immediately joined the service, was a helicopter mechanic in Vietnam. Then through the years, he served on city commissions, represented his ward on the city council for many terms. Former commander of the VFW, lifelong pilot, flying instructor. Daryl's spent most of his life as a volunteer at Benson Airport, where he shares the love of aviation with youth through programs called Young Eagles. Congratulations, Daryl. And he recently joined the charter commission that I'm on because he still wants to volunteer.
And speaking of Benson Airport, the little airport on the hill has been here in White Bear for over 80 years, home to several local pilots, including the 2023 White Bear Events volunteer, Daryl Lemire. The airport and its members welcome all to come and experience the adventure of flying.
And look at that beautiful, beautiful, simple, two-person plane. Well, you can get 4 in, but they're not allowed to weigh much under the rules there. And now we have this year's button winner, the great artist, Vinny Kalova.
Congratulations, Vinny.
All right. Vinny, each year you hold the contest. All White Bear students in grades K through 12 can participate. 100 submissions this year. The theme, Century of Community. One design submitted by Vinny Kalova.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing. I got one of these earlier this week. Please get your button, take a look. He topped the selection process. He's a 4th grader at Lincoln Elementary, where my sons went. Wanted to participate in the contest because he likes to draw. I thought it'd be fun. And he also likes to play video games, spend time outside, playing hockey, playing lacrosse. Congratulations, Vinny, you never quit.
And the White Bear Lake Lions Club, they just passed by. They've been active in the community, get this, for 78 years. They like to do things to help members of the city, and they like to have fun while doing it. Oh, that's a great prescription, including participating and financially supporting the Manitou Days Grand Parade. Thank you, White Bear Lake Lions Club.
You got it. They are great. And next we have a local business, Garlock French Roofing. Proud history began in 1932. Oh, they're only 91 years so far. Built a solid reputation, problem-solving thinking, family-owned company. Bring peace of mind to every customer through meaningful, friendly, high-quality solutions to every roofing-related need, because there's more needs than just leaks. The experience of those 90 years, they turn roofing into an art form. They look forward to only work for you, your roof, your siding, storm reparation needs. Garlock French Roofing throughout the Twin Cities.
They did our roof. I recommend them.
Great.
Okay, since 1970, the White Bear Lake Area Historical Society, we just had a bear going through.
Yes.
And I don't know who he has been with, but he looks like a very friendly bear. What do we have here?
Oh, but we got the Historical Society was the bear, I think.
Oh, was that the bear?
I know.
Okay.
Now we have our volunteers. Oh, of course, our honorary chairs, Cy and Vicky Ford. They have been at everything. If you name it in this community, Cy and Vicky are behind it, usually without getting the center of attention. They don't put their name on a lot of things, but they are here. Here we've got, is this?
I'm trying to see
Garlock French. Okay, they got out of order. I saw the other truck earlier. We got Garlock French. I already did a whole overview of their 91 years of brilliant work in roofing. The yellow truck was unmarked. I thought it was Garlock.
They did our roof. So once again, I'll say I stand behind them. Yes. Now we have the White Bear Lake Dance Center. And
recreational competitive dance studio. Classes for ages. Ages 18 months to adult in tap, ballet, jazz, musical theater, point, lyrical, contemporary, acro. Season-long classes, 4-week classes, intensive summer programs, whatever fits the amount you want to put in. Award-winning competitive. Look at them move. Look at how limber they are. This December, they will be traveling to Walt Disney World in Florida.
Oh, that's exciting.
Where almost 50 dancers will be performing a custom 25-minute holiday show. Check the website. www.whitebeardancecenter.com. Look forward to dancing with you. Yes, they're honored to be at Walt Disney World in Florida.
How many do you think are here?
More than I could ever imagine.
We have quite a group that showed up here from the White Bear Dance Center.
You know, when they do these, long programs, short programs, whatever, but it looks like they formed their community because they all wanted to be together to be part of this once-a-year event.
And to think that they're going to Disney World. Oh, that's exciting. That is so
I'm
exciting.
taking the grandkids to Disney World this year, but I will not be doing any dancing.
Well, they know how to do it, and they'll definitely entertain the crowds there, and they will be entertained by the people there at Disney as well.
Very much.
This is good. Oh, wonderful. I love their performance. I love their enthusiasm. I'd say 1, 2, 3. I'd say there are about 50 people here, 50 young ones.
I'd say 100.
100?
Oh,
Well,
yes,
that's appropriate for a century of community.
I've seen.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
it's 100. I've seen dancers on stage, and this is a big stage, and they're spread out quite a bit. So.
Okay, well, here we have another pickup truck for White Bear Dance. It took a lot of trucks to get these folks here.
Well, I'm sure of that, and just every age group. And when you think how long this parade is, I mean, we're only watching it in one spot. But you think of how long they have to keep dancing and dancing.
Yes.
I'd say this age group should only do periodic dancing. So I'm so glad they came along to be part of it. In a year or two, they'll be up there with that group. They'll probably hop out somewhere on Lake Avenue and jump into the dance routine.
And remember, whitebeardancecenter.com is the way you can find more about the White Bear Dance Center. And you might want to check it out.
Yeah.
Now, this last little truck here was really got a lot of little ones in.
Well, they said they started 18 months. I was learning how to walk at 18 months.
Now
much
we
less
have
dance.
something that I could use right now.
Oh.
This is Johnson Junk Removal, your locally owned full-service junk removal option. We do the heavy lifting for you, they say. And let's see. Let me quick write down that phone number. Well, listen, it's johnsonjunkremoval.com. Help me remember that, JP.
JohnsonJunkRemoval.com. Yep. 651-323-4682
There you
if you're
go.
in a hurry. Heaven knows every one of us could use it. Now we have the Manitou Days Student Writing Contest winners. Should be coming up here. That may be them. Yes, right there. There they are right there. That's White Bear Day, Manitou Days Committee and Rotary Club get together. They partner to offer student writing contest, Century of Commitment theme. Winners selected from the school by the school district treated to a pool and pizza party at the Best Western Plus White Bear Country Inn, and a prize from the Rotary Club. Congratulations, winners! Watch for their papers to be published in the White Bear Press.
Yes, that'll be a wonderful read. And right now on camera is Preferred Kitchens. They've been their local kitchen and bathroom remodeling specialist for 35 years. Their goal is to provide the best possible experience of their clients, providing remodels and are relevant to your lifestyle. They remodeled my kitchen several years ago. I recommend them highly.
See,
I have a lot invested in a lot of these people here.
I mean, it's amazing how many people we know. I mean, I serve on a commission with Daryl. You've hired all the businesses. You're going to have junk removed.
Well, you know what? That's an interesting point. I tend to like to look for local businesses to support.
Oh.
And that's all part of the community, you might say.
And it's also just a logical thing to do.
Yes.
If they're going to see you on the street, they're going to treat you right. And the type of people who want to be in a small town want to do that.
Amen.
That's ingrained in the way they are. Forest Lake. Oh, I see Forest Lake Ranger Marching Band coming. Yes, it consists of students in grades 7 through 12 from Forest Lake area schools under the direction of Katie Hartman, Jake Matheson, and Kimber Sullivan. The band performs in local parades like this one, other community events. They work throughout the summer, go to school in the winter and throughout the summer. So I think for the band, let us sit back and listen and watch.
Amen. Forest Lake Ranger Marching Band. We have a little gap here, but were you ever in a band?
They won't. The nuns told me it dishonored God if I sang in church. So let's say that music was never an area of expertise. Now, when I find out how bad my hearing was and needing hearing aids, I now know that can be my excuse for the fact that I never got into the instruments.
Well, I was in a marching
really?
band,
You
but I
were?
was not in the band. I was a cheerleader.
Oh, a cheerleader. Okay. One must,
So I followed the band.
Well,
Yes.
it's there. I mean, my grandson loves the violin, and so, people find the passion for it, but I'm afraid I have to admit it. I have very few talents, and when it came to music, I had none.
Well, you can't cover them all, JP.
No.
You can't cover them all. I'm just looking at this. I think I know what this is. I believe it's Edina White Bear Lake. Edina Realty of White Bear Lake.
It's the right colors,
It
yeah.
looks like it would be because it has a house on its float.
I
but
see
I want
the
to
sign.
confirm that. Do you see that?
Well, I saw a real estate sign,
Okay.
so it should
But
be.
I don't want to do it if it's not.
Well, we see the names of some realtor people who are in the real estate
Okay,
business.
so let me read what they have to say. Helping
Yeah.
you move forward, here comes Edina Realty White Bear Lake. Trust your home to the market leader, our area #1 home selling experts who love this community as much as you do. Tiny houses are still all the buzz. Oh, this is a tiny house.
Yes,
I
there
love
it is.
It's a little tinier than some. So here's your chance again to win a playhouse. Stop into Edina Realty office at Highway 61 and 4th Street to register for the 15th annual Great Playhouse giveaway. What
Yeah.
a great idea.
Well, yeah, the playhouse is not what some people mean by a tiny house, but
No, I thought they were talking
I
tiny
know,
house.
the,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
current, the thing that's in vogue for a simpler life.
Yes.
But
That's a whole nother conversation.
right, yeah, there can be. The playhouse is great, but next we have for the outside of your home, Manly Gardening. Yes, it's your local hometown gardener, provides design, installation, and maintenance services from beginning to end. They are certified landscape professionals by the Minnesota Nursery and Landscape Association, and they're also master gardeners, and that is not an easy thing, I can tell you. They're proud sponsors of the White Bear Lake School Career Pathways Program and the White Bear Lake Center for the Arts.
I love how they decorated their pickup truck.
Beautiful.
Children's Discovery Academy is coming up next, and
Right.
they're committed to providing exceptional care and education for children 6 weeks old through 5 years old. They're nationally accredited and 4-star parent aware rated. Discover the difference today. Children's
Wow.
Discovery Academy.
Right, talking about Academy at 6 weeks old, that's a little beyond me. I'm impressed. And now in this beautiful classic Chevrolet. Now, is that a 50 or a 51? I know I shouldn't be asking you.
I don't know.
It's 50.
5.
Oh, 49? That's the first of the post-war design. All right, it's a 49. Okay.
Yeah, no wonder I
Very
didn't
good.
know.
That's the scouting of District H Scouts, the
That's fun.
BSA pack and troops. Helps youth in the community, provide opportunities to grow in service, character development, leadership, citizen training, personal fitness, kindergarten through high school graduation and beyond. Scouts can learn those skills. These are the volunteers and scouts who are involved in that.
I love that. That was the 1949.
49. See, that was the whole new post-war look began that year, and they kept it till 50 through 52.
Here we have Swell Wake Surf. I want to catch them
Yep.
while they're on camera.
Oh, yes.
It's a local White Bear Lake wake surf manufacturer. Stop in their showroom for all your wake surf needs.
You know, that's a new thing I'd never heard of, and now it's like all over. You keep hearing about wake surf.
I'm going to have to look that one up.
Yeah,
Oh, there we have. I bet those are wake surf.
Yep, that right on the boat. You see
Yeah.
those. You know, I mean, they have surfboards in, where you're from, out in your youth of
In
the
California.
Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
We have our lake version of it here with wake surf as being developed. And
Aha.
nothing. The thing
make
that
your own
surprises
waves,
right,
in other words,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
But somebody thought of doing that the first time. As always, the people I really admire, because that does take guts. And next, now, Elevated Beer, Wine, and Spirits, a great local business, is right here for the best products at great prices. Convenient location right over there in the corner of 4th Street, near 61. You can shop online for pickup, delivery. Elevated, that is where you go when you want something special or just what you want all the time.
And now we have the White Bear Lake Area Educational Foundation. Supports learning in White Bear Lake area schools by awarding classroom teaching grants, professional development fellowships for education, classroom art grants, Bear grants and student scholarships, celebrating its 30th year anniversary. So they got a big anniversary here of enhancing the school district's ability to provide excellence in education for all students. The foundation's 2023 fundraising efforts, including its upcoming 23rd annual golf tournament that will take place on June the 19th. Make note, June 19th, and its annual Bear Legacy event.
Wow, 30 years, and I remember the first year they were formed, and it seems like a week ago Thursday.
Are you a golfer?
No, I'm not a golfer, but I'm into the Education Foundation's mission. If it involves something physical, I'm probably too klutzy for it. But there is always, for people like me or anyone else, the Medicine Chest Pharmacy, located right here in the heart of downtown. Yes, continuous operation since 1930. So we haven't quite hit the 100-year mark, but we're over the 90-year mark. One of the city's oldest retail businesses. The owners and staff are proud to serve their loyal community, top-notch customer service, patient care, but it's also home to all things polar bear, remember?
Yeah.
Earning the nickname the Polar Bear Store. The float is a sampling of some of their concrete statues you can purchase at the store. Medicine Chest, that's Medicine Chest. They carry the wide variety of other White Bear Lake merchandise, apparel, souvenirs, gifts. Stop sometime, experience customer service, take care of your needs for the medicine shop, but also everybody needs a white bear in their yard.
We have an elderly fire truck.
Oh, yes, I would say.
Is this
I bet. Oh, yes.
the Greater White Bear Lake?
This is the foundation.
Yeah.
No,
Community?
the Historical Society. This is the Greater White Bear Lake Community Foundation.
There we go.
My buddy Rob Thomas on there. He volunteers for everything in this town. You got a shirt for one and all this. But yeah, the Community Foundation, it seems like not that many years ago they formed it. It really is everywhere in this community to really for grants and things to help out the greater needs of the people in our community. It's a wonderful organization. And then the White Bear Center for the Arts is coming up here. It enriches lives, nourishes imagination, builds understanding and community for over 50 years. Yes, over 50 years of volunteers at the Center for the Arts. Be part of the artistic tradition. Take an art class, view exhibits on display in the Ford Family Gallery. They just doubled their size, put in a beautiful gallery. Make sure to stop by. Oh, yes, and the sculptures they also have.
And that bear is beautiful.
Oh, yes.
I think Medicine Chest should carry that in their store as
I'm
well.
sure.
That's handsome.
Well, let's see if they can, buy some rates here. Do a little.
There you go.
Do a little franchise
Make a smaller
operation.
version maybe for our front yard.
Oh, and look, your favorite right here, Premier
Bank.
Bank.
Here we go. We're proud to be your neighbor, they say. Full-service bank helps build local businesses and has been serving our community for almost 50 years.
Yeah, they're the new kids on the block.
They're handing something out. Oh, but it's not money.
No, unfortunately.
Oh,
the green wrappers on the candy confuse you a little.
I've always hoped that the banks would hand out money.
Well, the story goes that when he was in his 80s and 90s, John D. Rockefeller handed out dimes to children. So
okay,
you have to go back to his amount of money to be willing to do that.
I'd be happy with
dimes.
dimes.
And now, yes, Tactical Escape
Yes.
101. That is not just a new movie. That's actually in Maplewood Mall. Right here, it's a branch of a Wisconsin-based family-owned entertainment company. They have great puzzle rooms, parties of 2 through 6, 8, 12 players, however you want to do it. Go down to Maplewood Mall and have fun in the game of games. Board game mashups, different themes, company like fish. All these areas. Perilous Surprise, left at the cabin. The Rattlesnake Saloon, and an old-timey Western adventure, be besieged by bandits.
That was just written for you, JP.
Oh, I love it. Tactical Escape 101.
Here we have Mr. George Gifford's trailer is being pulled by his vintage John Deere tractor. The summer South Shore Trinity Lutheran Church. They'll be hosting Vacation Bible School from August 7th to August the 11th. The Bible School theme is stellar. Registration is available online. We look forward to seeing you this stellar week of learning and fun. South Shore Trinity Lutheran Church.
And I just noticed the John Deere tractor is also in 1949. We seem to have a theme going in our classic vehicle.
It looks like the kind that you give little toys to children, doesn't it? Yes,
yeah, it would be. I imagine being out in the heat actually farming in those old open tractors like that.
We appreciate our farmers,
what
don't
people
we?
did to feed us. Truly challenging.
Yeah.
Well, now next we have coming up here, it should be the Academy for Science, Agriculture, and K-12.
Looks like it is.
I'm seeing all the growth here.
Yeah,
yes, this is actually a public charter school, grades K through 12, but engages learners academically rigorous, student-centered, hands-on experience and leadership opportunities. But it concentrates on science, environmental education, and yes, agriculture. Right here in the metro area is the only agricultural themed charter school. K through 8 building is located in Little Canada. The high school is located in Vadnais Heights. For more information, www.afsak12.com. It's Academy for Science and Agriculture K through 12.com.
Okay, and coming up right now is the North Star Bus Lines and American Student Transportation, and it has been family-owned, operated since 1963. That's not quite 100 years, but still, it's been a long time. We provide training and will pay you to get your CDL Class B with school bus and passenger endorsements, if needed. Take advantage of the flexible schedule, competitive weekly pay, and a generous sign-on bonus. Also hiring van drivers, paras, and mechanics. That's North Star Bus Lines and American Student Transportation.
You know, the need for bus drivers is there, and part-time work, you know, any age you can become a bus driver for the first time. But I love the way they have the students potentially transporting themselves to school if they don't get enough bus drivers. So, come on, in the middle of winter, you don't want them doing that.
It's an interesting tie-in. There's no doubt about it.
You know, transportation is the theme.
And
what do we hear here but the United
wonderful.
Marching Band?
Yes.
That's District 622, United Marching Band. 7th through 12th grade students, middle and high school in School District 622, united together for one marching band under the direction of Lori Bernstrom, Aaron Hammerman, John Pavalny, Meg Halston, and Emily Bunnell. Sit back and listen.
I'm glad our weather has been good for bands because sometimes they really earn their stripes, so to speak, when it gets really hot. Well, here we have, I believe, Orchard Dental. The Orchard Dental Group. Kindness always comes first. A highly skilled team uses progressive equipment and methods that elevates outcome. They provide personalized care, focusing on keeping you comfortable, relaxed, from treatment start to finish. From regular preventive visits to restorative and cosmetic procedures, they offer excellence in the art of dentistry for a lifetime of care. New patients are always welcomed at Orchard Dental Group. And
another local business, Gorilla Dumpster Bag. A small local business. It was invented by two local families. Now, the Gorilla Bag is perfect for do-it-yourself projects, move-ins, move-outs, decluttering projects. Uh-oh, my wife's going to get this for me.
I like this one, too.
Yeah, the Gorilla Dumpster Bag is less expensive than a steel dumpster, and the Gorilla Bag can hold a ton. And it's easy and safe to load. Take a look there at that. And the pricing includes the delivery, the Gorilla Bag, the pickup, the disposal. No hidden fees, no hidden charges. What you pay is what you get. In and out Gorilla Dumpster Bag, the less expensive solution.
I've seen these in people's driveways.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I have, too.
Yes.
And, you know,
and
at
I
first,
think I might see one in my driveway soon.
Well, you know, if we look around, we all at a certain point realize,
Magnuson School is up next. They provide quality education for K through 8 grade students. Feel free to contact, they say, for openings or more information. hello@magnusonschool.org.
Oh, that's a unique address. Hello at
I like that.
magnusonschool.org.
Yes. Hello, yes. Magnuson School. And obviously we have some students here and parents that are coming along to promote their school there.
And it looks like we're doing the candy thing here.
Yep.
You know?
And fortunately, nobody has actually thrown some at us because they become like bullets.
Oh, I know. One person actually tried to throw a lollipop, but didn't have enough velocity to make it all the way up
We're
here.
lucky. We're lucky. We're lucky.
We appreciate it, but there is kind of a danger of what it takes to get it this far up.
We'd like to get it after the parade.
Right. Exactly. And then right after Magnuson Christian School, as another local business, been here for years, I'm familiar with their work, Ancona Title and Escrow. Yes, White Bear's own Ancona Title and Escrow. All your real estate closing services, your title insurance, escrow needs. They specialize in purchase, refinance, commercial, and new construction transaction. Headquartered right here in White Bear Lake, but 9 additional locations serving the Twin Cities area and even up to St. Cloud now. So connect with Ancona Title for more information at www.anconatitle.com. Wrestling.
Is this
It's
still?
wrestling.
It's wrestling. Oh, this is our wrestling team. Oh, I'm looking for the sign here. It's the White Bear Lake Youth, Middle School, and Varsity Wrestling Team.
You know, just taking a look at them, even the youth ones, I would not want to take them on.
I think they should stop and show us some moves, actually.
They should, but not with me helping
but not with
to
you.
demonstrate
Okay,
it.
you
No,
don't volunteer, huh?
I do not. Now, there is a Chevrolet Stingray. You know, the first Corvette rolled off the assembly line the same day my wife was born. And I say beauty and excitement came in the world in 2 ways that day.
Oh, you
But
sweet talker.
that is, well, you know, I do what I can with what I got. So, Frazzati Catholic Academy is coming up here next. Serves preschool through 8th grade students, committed to building future leaders through quality curriculum and through the Catholic faith. Frazzati Catholic Academy, right up here near St. Mary of the Lake Catholic Church, a few blocks away. Been serving the community a long time in its various incarnations.
And we have a lot of representation from that school.
Oh, yes, well.
And they've got their own designs going on and their placards and the things that they teach, science.
And they are proud of some of the very great work they have done in some of the sciences and other pursuits. So, you know, they have science and engineering. They get into the mathematics of the world quite a bit. I go by the school a lot, and I'm always impressed with the amount of level of commitment and energy.
Here we have on screen Bear Boating. It's a nonprofit organization that serves seniors ages 60 plus, active duty military, veterans, and people with disabilities with boating and fishing trips on White Bear Lake. So consider joining Bear Boating. It is also, it serves the Winter Carnival senior royalty.
Oh yes, you can see they're on the boat with them, the senior royalty
Yes, I
we
see
have
that.
here. Yes,
Beautiful.
but yes, they have provided this service to people who wouldn't otherwise get to go out on our beautiful lakes. Bear boating takes a lot of folks who don't get that opportunity and gives them that wonderful opportunity. Now next we have it's supposed to be coming up here. GP, I think this must be it. GP Minnesota Wholesale Tire and Auto Service. I don't see a sign on it, but I do believe that's who we have. They promote and express gratitude to the community from GP's Minnesota Wholesale Tire and Auto Service. It's an independent shop in White Bear Lake.
All right.
And there, yes, they got their
GP's Minnesota Wholesale right
the
there.
beautiful gold wheels on their
Yes.
vehicle. Looks like they're passing out some things.
I like those gold wheels. That's great.
Oh yeah. I once ordered gold wheels on a car. And
Did you?
it was.
It
They
gets attention.
were great. They were great.
It gets attention. There's
Well,
no doubt
Wholesale
about
Tire and Auto, they want you to look at the tires, right? So now look at the beautiful red ones here on these wheels. I
And-
never went that far.
it. Passing in front of us is Bear Care. It's a nonprofit school-based health clinic that serves all children in the White Bear Lake Area School District. The clinic is located in a newly built area near North Campus. Bear Care provides provides low-cost services such as sports, physical, wellness exams, vaccines, illness care, and mental health counseling. The clinic served over 1,000 children this school year. The Bear Care nurse practitioners, nurses, and mental health counselors are thrilled to be a part of the White Bear Lake community, and we're thrilled for you to be a part of our community. Thank you for all you've done.
Yes, that's wonderful. Now, I read a little about some of the services this year in times of stress. It's really great. Again, the community pulling together and people having what they need.
Bear
But
Care, yes.
Yes. I'm hearing music, which would indicate to me that might be the Flips Gymnastics that's on my list is coming up next. And I see a lot of young, limber people moving in ways I can't imagine. So I'm betting we're coming up on Flips Gymnastics, which is serving the White Bear area for over 30 years. These young people here haven't signed up that long, but 30 years, Flips has offered a variety of programs for boys and girls from, again, age 18 months and up.
18 months. That's unbelievable.
Can you imagine
Yeah, no.
cartwheels at 18 months? I was tripping trying to learn to walk. Let's watch the magic of what they have learned here.
Flips Gymnastics. There, I see it. It's happening. Talk about limber.
I know that we also have another dance team coming up right after that.
Unlimited Next Level.
They're not here. Okay, I had Yes, I wanted to make sure that that was who I thought it was. I think earlier we may have missed Ground FX Lawn and Landscape when they were in an unmarked vehicle, so they got out of
sorry
order.
about that.
But we'll come up with Unlimited Next Level Drum and Dance Team, which is a award-winning community-based youth group out of Minneapolis. They were founded in 2005 by Stephen Graham. Now, he since passed away in June of 2012, but the Unlimited Next Level Dance Team continues under the direction of Sharon Williams, and they are coming through right now.
They are a sharp-looking group.
Yeah, they've been here every year for years. It's just, they go all over. It's not just Minneapolis. They're part of our broader community. I'm always impressed. And I know you're going to talk next, but I am seeing a 1957 Ford Skyliner hardtop convertible, the same kind of car Perry Mason drove the first year of that show.
Oh, thank you for that, JP. White Bear Lake Educators Teacher of the Year is in that beautiful car.
Yes.
Wave to us, Teacher of the Year.
Mark Domschott. There he is, Teacher of the Year for White Bear Lake in a beautiful 57 Ford Skyliner.
Both are both impressive, right?
Well,
yes.
okay, the teacher is making the world a much better place than just me looking at the beauty of a classic car.
Now, what do we have here?
Now we have the Senate District 36 Democratic Farmer
go.
Labor Party with all their volunteers, including my grandchildren. They're carrying the Victoria Reinhardt signs for my wife, the Honorable Commissioner Dr. Victoria Reinhardt, as I have to call her at home. No, as I choose to call her at home. But we also have our State Representative Brian Curran, State Senator Heather Gustafson, that were both elected in 2002, representing the White Bear Lake area, and all of Senate District 36, including Vadnais Heights, part of Lino Lake, the township, and the entire area.
Well, here, all the names are listed for you on this van.
They have the van there.
Through.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
we have the statewide people, of course, you know, the governor and the state auditor, Julie Blaha, known as the Blahauditor. And Nicole Fretham is the county commissioner on the other district, my wife Victoria Reinhardt in this one. They're all coming through together as part of the team. Thank you.
Well, if you're seeing green up here, is because the St. Patrick's Association is joining us right now. They're nonprofit, a 100% volunteer group that puts on the St. Patrick's Day Parade downtown St. Paul. Oh, you're the ones that do that.
Yeah.
What a good achievement. Each year they do that since 1967. Our 2023 Miss Shamrock and Mr. Pat are helping us spread our Irish cheer and giving back to our community all year round.
Well, you know, I'm half Irish, and my middle name is Patrick. You know, and I have the green eyes from my mother's side
You
of the
should
family.
be out there
so
walking.
That's
Yes.
my people. Those are my people out there. I love it. Now next is
there's Mr. Pat and Mr. Shamrock.
Oh yes.
And Miss Shamrock, yes.
Oh yes.
They're inside.
Charlie Murray and Sarah Gartner.
Thank you.
They
I
had
love
the
that.
right to be inside, but I think they might have gotten out and walked. I'm not sure if I saw them in there.
Yeah, I don't see them.
But yeah, so they're out walking because it's beautiful weather, but they had the backup plan if needed. Now here we have Doc's Shoreline Service. That's dock as in a dock of a boat or a dock by the bay, not a doctor.
This is big.
Yes, Dock Shoreline Services, local go-to place for anything related to docks or boat lifts or anything related to that. Installation, removal, sales, transport, storm recovery, anything to do with your dock, they can take care of it. So
Well, they have the equipment, I'll tell you. That is very impressive. I don't know
Wow.
how it works or what it does,
It's
but I'm impressed.
Well, my son just ordered a new boat, so he may be in need at some point.
Maybe
here.
giving them a call, for sure,
Yes.
for sure. Well, how are you doing? We have a little break?
We do. We've got, it's always nice when we got that little lull where they're leaving a little room for the people to come through. So as we look for the next section of the parade, I want to thank you for working with me again. There's so much energy you bring to this. We're having a good time. And, of course, thank you for providing the weather.
Of course we have to have a good time. And our theme, remember, a century of community. And that's what we're feeling, the vibes around here. We got community going on here at the Manitou Days Parade. And we're going to continue on here in a minute as we see, and I got to find on here, I believe what's coming up and see if I'm right. I think this is Boogie for Jesus.
Oh, yes, the license plate says Boogie 4.
There you go.
So,
yep.
I think we're boogieing for Jesus.
Let me read what it says here. That tries to create a party atmosphere wherever they perform. Its features performer and founder is a rapper named Lorvin. Through the use of his 4 characters of the charismatic, the Godinator, the entertainer, and pit bull. He has probably entertained over 3 million people through over 230 parades, the Minnesota State Fair, Sunshine Music Festival, along with other events. He takes popular music, cleans up the lyrics, not a bad idea, and then he has given over 30 songs a great message. For parades, he uses a convertible car with strobe light, the lyrics, and then if you want to know more about them, it's boogieforjesus.com.
You got it, yeah.
Yeah, well, do you like his slacks, his pants? The
Oh,
gold?
yeah,
Did
that's
you catch
subtle
that?
and understated elegance. The gold lame slacks. There was a time in my youth I would have looked forward to
You would have
those,
done that.
but
Well, if you were in a play, you'd wear those, right?
I've had to wear pink chiffon evening gown in a play once. But we won't go into that. Twin City Garage Door is here, showing that they can do their services for us too. They're almost 60 years of garage door installation and repair experience. So contact Twin Cities Garage Door when your garage door needs, for whatever your needs may be, and I've had a few needs over the years.
The Maple Tree Pediatric Dentistry is now here. We provide, they say, gentle encouragement in a fun, child-friendly atmosphere that encourages fun and relaxing visits for patients. That's Maple Tree Pediatric Dentistry.
Well, you know, relaxing children when they visit the dentist is a magic thing
Oh,
some people
it's
can do.
how they get their first impression.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
I've admired. And next we have Unity One Credit Union, which is located right on 1535 Beam Avenue in Maplewood, Minnesota. I drive on Beam almost every 2 or 3 days. It's open to anyone who lives or works locally. Stop in, say hi. This is not one of those you got to be a member beforehand. Anybody can join Unity One Credit Union.
The Waters Senior Living Community is up next.
Oh, yes.
Just looking to be a part of the community. Manitou's, let's see. Okay, the Waters Senior Living Community. And
yes.
of White Bear Lake, Senior Living. There you go.
Yes, yes. Well, everything in White Bear Lake seems to have a theme involving water. And so it's not that difficult to live near it. So we might as well let people know where they are.
Now, that's interesting. I didn't even connect that.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking maybe the people that began this, their name was Waters.
Well, that could have been, but I am guessing they were cashing in on
I
the
think
fact
you're
that within
right.
1 mile of my house, I can hit the shore of 5 different lakes.
You are definitely right on
Although
that.
I have to admit, when I found out that the family that started Costco was named Price, it did surprise me. So sometimes it happens to come in that it's related to the business. But the
I love
Waters, look ahead for your senior living. But next we have Manitou. Oh, yes, I see Manitou FC. Now, what do you say is Manitou FC? It's a local soccer club, but for all ages. Now, they have programs called Young Legends League, Future Manitou Academy, competitive and traveling teams, Elite Academy Boys League, Women's Premier Soccer League. Yes, Manitou FC, as they're called, invites players from the White Bear Lake and surrounding community to develop their soccer skills to, as their slogan is, achieve more. So this isn't just youth, it isn't just seniors. Anybody can get into a soccer club for all ages.
And now we have something very delectable, Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub. Of course, we're all familiar, but I'll tell you, it's located at 1350 Highway 96 East in White Bear Lake. We have pizza for the whole family that they'll love it all. Did you know they say we're voted the best appetizer and best happy hour in White Bear Lake? We also have delicious burgers, hokey salads. We offer takeout, delivery, and dine-in. And we have a large patio, Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub. Pizza the whole family loves.
And I know the whole family does. When Mom came to visit, that's where I took her.
Did you really?
I did.
And
Beer
recently-
and pizza made my Irish mother, being married to an Italian, did develop the appreciation of pizza to go with her beer.
Did we just go out of order here? We
no,
did.
I got
we had Manitou FC. We had something. Just
FC. I did. Oh,
you
yes.
already did that.
And then
okay.
we did Carboni's Pizza
Okay,
here.
okay.
And now with the back open of the Ford SUV, are there pizzas back there being thrown
you
out
can
to some
throw
people?
that our way if that's the truth.
I don't see any flying pizza.
I don't either. I see people sitting
Oh,
there.
I see flying coupons for pizza.
We have.
All right.
Now, what is this?
This is a coupon for
A
the
coupon.
pizzeria and pub.
Anytime happy hour, 2-for-1 beer, rail, wine.
And I've got a free 1-item 7-inch pizza.
Oh,
So,
my goodness, look at they did give us things.
well, look at that. See, now there's going to be bribes for us talking about them, and there's going to be an investigation. But Sand Law just came up here. But I've always looked forward to Sand Law because of the beautiful Cadillac El Dorado
Okay, tell us what year.
convertible.
What year?
Is that a 73? 74.
Oh, you weren't far off.
I was one off. My Cadillac convertible's a 70, so, you know.
Weren't they long in those days?
Oh, mine
Unbelievable.
goes just like that one. It's in 2 time zones wherever you park. The Cadillac convertibles from that era. Beautiful. But Sandlaw, local personal injury lawyers, they if you drive a car like that speed, you won't need them. But if you do have a personal injury, check in with the Sand family. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, and I think that's, I see the classic truck for Spire.
Yes,
the
okay,
Ford
thank
truck.
you.
Yes.
Okay, very good. It is coming up.
Yes.
Okay, here we have the Spire Credit Union today, our local staff members, as well as Archie Spire. What year is it? What is it? I'm going to quiz you.
I'm going to have to guess. I would
know.
say that Ford pickup is approximately 1952.
You looked at the script.
52! I got it. The year my mother finished high school. I've been off for a couple years on the other ones. I got it. Well, it's older than me, too, so yeah.
And Archie in the back symbolizes the Midwestern values that drive Spire. Stop into Spire branch today to learn more.
All right. That is a beauty.
Oh, look what we have here.
Oh,
winter is coming upon us.
And St. Paul, yeah, it's always St. Paul Winter Carnival Royal Family. It's the coolest celebration on earth. America's longest-running international festival. January 2023 marked the 137th year the citizens of this wintry realm proudly celebrated snow and ice throughout the land. The celebration started in 1886. Remember, that was soon after that New York newspaper reporter published the Frosty News article proclaiming the city was, quote, unfit for human habitation, end quote.
I love that.
Undaunted, the hundreds of St. Paul businessmen belted their snow pants. They assembled an exhilarating winter festival. They created all this for the crave of the cold weather and proved to the nation how we revel in our snow and wind.
That's called, I'm not going to be insulted. I'm going to make the most of this
exactly,
statement, right?
turning lemons into lemonade.
I love that history.
Yep.
And then we are going to continue on here. We have, Klondike Kate. Klondike Kate and the Prime Minister Gary Schock and Klondike Kate Merritt Bylander. Yes, I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Yes.
Oh, I wish you would do some singing for us right now. Would you like to tell us more about that?
Oh, yeah, that's got Leo Lewis, Queen of, we got Boreas Rex, that's Leo Lewis, Queen of the Snows, Liv Swenson, Prime Minister Gary Schock. They're all going to be coming up in a series of vehicles here, so you can kind of check them out in various order.
Well, on the side of the car, if the camera catches it, you'll know who is being represented in that.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Northwind Prince Dave Schmidt and Northwind Princess Rahila. I won't even try.
Hagiapuco.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm not sure it's right, but it sounds good to me.
You tried.
We got so yeah. You see, they're all coming in a series in different orders. So we'll just read off the cars.
I'm going to read off the card. That will be our new script. And then we have Kingsguard, Michael Moore, Scott Matson, Adam Bruns.
East Wind Prince Lou Vogel. East Wind Princess Emily Mustas.
And we ask forgiveness for crucifying your name if we have done so.
With a name like Baroni, I'm used to misspellings. I try to do what I can.
Okay, now here we have the coming up here, not in the camera just yet. We have the West Wind Prince, Mike Cummings, and West Wind Princess Dee Barrett.
Yeah.
And she's got the cowboy hat on there. Yep. And a pretend horse.
Yes, well, the safest kind of horse to be in there.
The cleanest type of horse to have in a parade.
Yes.
Okay, we have one coming up, and we'll read the side in just a minute.
Yep.
Winter Carnival is such fun, and I love talking about Winter Carnival in the summer.
Yeah. Well, and the point is it's a year-round adventure to get it all pulled together for the big celebrations. People don't realize how hard they work.
Captain of the Guard is Rick Holte this year. Sergeant of the Guard, Ellie Rhodes. Southwind Prince, Dennis Bowe, and Southwind Princess, Jocelyn O'Neill. Hello, Jocelyn.
And they got a little Mauer, Maine Chevrolet did a little sponsoring for their vehicles. So thank them for what they did. Well, and I've already read off the names here because they had them up front, but they're bringing up the middle part here. King Boreas,
There we go.
Leo E. Lewis, Aurora, Queen of the Snows, Liv Swenson.
Congratulations to both.
Appreciate all you
Yes.
dedicate your time and effort. Thanks to coming to beautiful White Bear Lake. Oh,
Is
here.
this the fire truck?
No, this is Euro's East Winds.
Oh, forgive
We got
me.
the East Winds coming now.
Okay, okay, great.
So yes, we're going to make sure we've covered everybody here. The
Yeah,
Vulcan crew must have snuck through in there somewhere.
Oh, they did. Oh, they've already
I didn't
passed.
see them.
Oh, yes, the
But,
camera got a good shot
I think
of
their
them.
fire truck might have broken down, actually.
Oh,
but-
that's why they were walking. then.
Yeah, that's why they were walking.
Yeah,
But
these are the former East Winds right
yes,
here.
we got all of our classics.
Woo! You got beads. Good for you.
Thank
got
you
it.
much. Appreciate it. Thank you. All the people, and the year people put into this and the time and money, I'm glad they're allowed to come back as alumni and be recognized again.
Now, coming up, we got a band. This is the let me slow down, Chisago Lakes Marching Band. So, as always, when they come by, we stop and take a listen. Oh, they're not done.
It's amazing.
The drum stopped right in front of us, and can you feel it in your heart? I can just feel the vibration.
It's
I love
rumbling.
it.
And
I just
considering
love it.
the instability of this bandstand, I'm not happy about vibration.
And the audience is appreciating that music and the fact that they stopped to perform here.
Yes.
Here we
Impressive.
have the.
Then we have White Bear Mitsubishi.
Yeah, there's that
They're
famous
returning-
bear.
Oh yeah, they've been a big sponsor of Manitou Days and Market Fest events for a number of years. They're proud to be returning as a sponsor, but you can always count on White Bear Mitsubishi to be supporting a lot of our summer community festivals. So let's see how many vehicles they're bringing through here from their line. Oh, look at the tie-dyed shirts here.
Yes.
Memories, misty watercolored memories.
Memories, yes. I love that song, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That white bear is very popular, very
Oh, yeah.
famous, yes.
I love it. Thebearbuys.com is the way you contact them.
There you go.
Thebearbuys.com.
Hello, Bear.
Howdy, howdy. So we got a nice selection of the vehicles coming through here now.
Are
But
these
yeah.
all then from there, right? This is one right here.
yeah,
Is from the white one here? And
Yeah, it's another. That's the Eclipse. There are various of the Mitsubishi brand automobiles, and they've been showing off the plug-in hybrid electric starting last
there we
night at the
go.
first Market Fest, so you can learn more about as things evolve. As things evolve.
And then we have more tie-dyes, so they're all part of the same group.
You've got it.
Yes.
I'm glad to see it's coming back. Not that I'll personally wear it, but I'm glad to see it's coming back.
Okay. And then, this car is?
Well, that's another one of the Mitsubishi line. It's not the Eclipse. Let's see. I'll have to wait till it gets by.
It's
to
only
see.
appropriate. A car agency would have cars in the parade.
But see, I'm better at cars that are older than me. So you have to understand, I kind of lost track around the year 1990. So we have...
Downtown
Oh, yes,
White
the
Bear
White Bear
Lake.
Lake. Yes,
Yes,
downtown.
downtown White Bear Lake. a home experience. Visit downtown White Bear Lake, whitebearlake.com, for all your great downtown events.
Yes, the organization is White Bear Lake Main Street Association. So they've been promoting the local downtown business community, being together for quite a while now. So,
and it is a community. It is a community for sure.
It's really just, this is our little downtown.
And right in front of us, we have the Republicans in District 36, excuse me.
Yeah.
We have an appreciation float displaying the flags of the American Armed Services to express heartfelt gratitude to all those who serve our country. Joining them is State Representative Elliot Engen, newly elected to the legislature and a native son of White Bear Lake. Yeah. And his supporters have joined him as well.
Yes. So yes, I'm sure Elliot's in the group here with carrying his signs for him, the volunteers.
And here's the parade that they're the flags that they're displaying here. American Armed Services.
Oh yes,
proud to be an American is the statement.
The Army and the various branches of the service, and more Elliot Engen signs.
Yes, I guess he'd be at the very front there.
Well, you never know, because what happens when you're walking a parade is somebody starts shaking your hand and you wind up back and forth trying to catch up a lot. So when you don't see somebody, it just means they're caught in the crowd.
We got his name. We got his name, though.
Yes.
This is an interesting van.
That's their flag vehicle for the group here.
Family isn't about the blood you share, but about those willing to bleed for you.
So
we the people.
Yeah. Our heroes. Like I said, my grandson talking about sacrifice. But next we have Bear Roofing and Exteriors. Yes, I have used them. They have been serving White Bear Lake surrounding areas since 1999. Over 20 years of experience, full range of services for the needs of the customers. They do roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutter installation. I had them do patio. So the next time for home renovation, stress-free.
They're going to have to put patio on the side of their.
See?
Yeah.
The mobile patio.
Yeah,
they brought it with them.
Here we have Chick-fil-A. Oh, I'm drooling just thinking about it. It's a locally owned and operated franchise restaurant located on White Bear Avenue, just off Interstate 694 in Maplewood. Devoted to serving the Maplewood and White Bear Lake community and known for its original chicken sandwich. Oh, and then they listed all the things that they have. And, of course, I go right away to the chicken nuggets and definitely the dipping sauce. I have to have that for sure. But that's found in Maplewood. Yeah. And you could look up at their website, Maplewood CFA for Chick-fil-A, CFA.com.
Great. And then we had BioLife Plasma Services. Now, it's an industry leader in the collection of high-quality plasma processed into that life-saving plasma-based therapies that it's used for. Visit the website, www.biolifeplasma.com. Learn more. You can becoming a donor, earn extra money. It's located nearby on Old Hudson Road in St. Paul. So that's BioLife Plasma Services.
Okay, and we have another White Bear coming up, but I believe this
is... Oh, it's Flicker Meat.
I was just going to say, I believe this is for Flicker Meat Company, and this is Butch the Bear. He should get to know White Bear.
Well, Butcher naming Butch the Bear, I see a theme going here.
And of course, they specialize in butchery, and they're proud to present their one-of-a-kind Sizzling Spectacular, making its grand entrance right now. And they have their master grillers, and what can I say? You should check out Flicker Meat Company.
Yep, they have their Piggy Prodigy Clevette. They have all kinds of themes. But yeah, Flicker Meats has been a local place for a long time for that custom butcher services. Now, I believe we have the hockey group here from White Bear Lake Girls Hockey.
White Bear Lake Hockey, right, exactly, right.
Well, and look at all that energy.
What a good group. And they're on rollerblades.
Yep.
And some are walking, some are riding.
Well,
but they're very capable young women that play hockey.
They can't bring the blades out in the street this time of year, so they got the roller blades. All beyond me, all that youthful energy of White Bear Lake Girls Hockey.
I can't believe this. I am now going to look at this bus that's coming out here, Rabine Transit, and this is the close. Oh, look at what we have here. We have, is that a banana?
Well, no, that's a snake.
Well, I know, but it's a banana cobra.
Banana-colored snake, yes.
But I think he's talking to us, but yes?
And there it is, Sustainable
Burmese
Safari.
python.
This is Sustainable Safari in Maplewood Mall, an educational petting zoo, over 200 animals. Give them a visit. They have their snakes and alligators with them right here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Not quite the same as handing out candy, but it is definitely getting the attention of everybody here from Sustainable Safari
Especially if
in
that-
Maplewood Mall.
Yes,
Check
and here-
out their 200 animals.
Especially if it got loose, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here we have Rabine Transit to close off everything, and their motor coach affiliation with Minnesota Coaches has been serving students, families, and organizations, get this, over 100 years. They said, join our tradition of excellence and start driving today.
Yes, we have
Oh, look at this.
becoming
Minnesota
a bus driver
Coaches.
is the theme.
Wow.
Wow.
That is really
So obviously, you
impressive.
see, they have the school bus section,
Yeah.
you know, but they also have their other types
touring
of
type,
transportation
yes.
for tourist type. So
Right,
many
yeah.
different schedules you can have in the wonderful world of this. So
Oh, can you believe? And then, of course, our police department is ending the parade here with the flashing lights that, again, we like to see in front of us rather than behind us.
yeah,
JP, can you believe it? A century of community. We
Yes.
have celebrated thoroughly today, and our parade, our Manitou Days parade, it's been a delight to be with you.
well, and it's always a joy. You see the local businesses, the local volunteer organizations all here together because, you know, volunteering and donating your time or doing a business with the local community is what it's all about. Now that the parade is over, though, the celebration is not over
It
tonight.
continues, yes.
We have the Manitou Days Beach Dance at the Memorial Beach with the Free and Easy Band right after this. So, it's been a joy working with you for the Manitou Days Parade. We are winding up now. People are starting to move toward the beach.
I'm Joyce Harley.
I'm JP Baroni, and I'm saying see you next year for Manitou Days. But remember, a lot of fun activities all summer here in White Bear Lake.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.